Car payments are a huge wealth killer in the US. Many people struggle and live paycheck to paycheck because their car expenses take up so much of their income. And according to AAA, Americans are spending over $10,000 per year on car payments, gas, auto maintenance, and all costs associated with their cars. This is a huge amount of money for many families. Honestly, that amount of money can hold a lot of people back financially and stop you from saving and living your best life. So in this video, I'm going to share some of the reasons why having a paid for car can be a huge benefit in your life and why I personally love having paid off cars. If you are struggling with your car payment right now, maybe this video will inspire you to pay it off and live without car payments for a while because it is an amazing place to be. So the first advantage of paying off your car is having more room in your budget. Paying off your car will give you a lot of breathing room every single month because you won't have that large expense in your budget. The average monthly car payment right now is around $735 and a used car is around $523. So that is a significant amount in many people's budget, especially if you have two car payments in your family. If you are working with an average income and you're trying to pay for that car payment or two of those car payments, it's going to be a struggle sometimes. If you pay off your car and live without a car payment for a while, you will realize you have a lot of extra money every single month to spend in other areas. It won't be so tight, it won't be such a struggle if you eliminate that car payment every single month. Not having a car payment also means you aren't paying interest. Unfortunately, car loans come with interest most of the time, and that means you are paying interest on an asset that is depreciating. So it's going down in cost, but you are still paying more and more on the car loan that you're still working to pay off. So not only are you paying the price of the car that you originally agreed to, you're also paying interest on that loan. And car loans can range in interest rates from 0% to crazy amounts like 25%. When you're paying 25% on a loan on something that's going down in value over time, that is a really bad place to be. So having a car paid off just eliminates this from your life entirely. You're not paying interest, you're not dealing with the loan. It's a much better place to be because you won't have to be dealing with interest or paying thousands of dollars extra on your car just because you have the loan. Another benefit to having a paid for car is lower insurance prices. When you have a car loan, the dealership still has the title to your car. You don't own the car yet. And that means other people, the dealership, the lender, they decide what insurance plans you can choose. You have to choose something that is up to their standards, and that usually costs a lot more per month than something you might choose for yourself when you have a paid for car. So not only are you paying more on the loan, you're also paying more in insurance costs every single month just because you have a loan on your car. Another reason why having a paid for car is so great is because it means that other expenses aren't as big of a deal. When you have no car payment, it's not that big of a deal to pay for a car repair. You have money because you're not paying that $700 per month, so you can go and get your car fixed. When you're not paying $1,000 or more per month on car payments, you're able to afford all of the other expenses associated with your car and just other expenses in general because that's a large chunk of money. So not having a car payment, having a paid for car makes life a lot easier when you're dealing with all of those other expenses. When you pay off your car, you also are able to avoid having an upside down loan. This is an unfortunate reality of car loans, but many times your car is depreciating in value faster than you're paying off your loan. So you're working on paying off this loan, but your car is worth less than you still owe. That gap is really unfortunate, and a lot of people end up rolling it over into their next car, setting them up at a disadvantage already because you're behind. This is especially true if you are taking out a car loan that has a long payment schedule and a high interest rate because you're never going to catch up unless you pay it quicker. You might be doing this to get a lower monthly payment, but in the long run, you're setting yourself up for a really bad situation. When you pay off your car faster, you get it paid off, you don't have to worry about this, and then you know when you go to buy your next car, you're not starting out with negative equity that you're having to roll over from your last car. Another great benefit of having a paid for car is that you improve your debt to income ratio. So if you are trying to buy a home or you need some other type of credit, you are able to improve your situation by paying off your car loan. Your debt to income ratio is the percentage of your monthly income that goes to service debt payments. When you don't have a car loan, when you don't have any car payments every single month, that number looks better because you are able to keep more of your income than you have to spend on debt payments. Paying off your car loan means that you're removing that auto loan from the equation. Your debt to income ratio is going to look so much better if you are trying to do something like buy a home. It It will definitely improve your chances when you have less debt when you're trying to take on something like a mortgage. So if you're in that situation, paying off your car can be a real great benefit. Another nice benefit is that you can actually save up for your next car in cash. Once you have a paid for car, instead of using that monthly amount toward a car payment, you're able to put that money into a sinking fund in a high yield savings account and build up savings for your next car. Then you're earning interest on your savings in the high yield savings account. So interest is finally working for you. It starts to add to your total so that you are buying car with interest instead of paying interest on a car. This feels so much better, and it is such a great place to be in. So once you have at least one paid off car, you could potentially never have another car payment. You just have to make sure that you do put a couple $100s, however much you decide, into a sinking fund so that you're building up that amount for your next purchase. And the final reason why having a car paid for is so amazing is that you're able to start building financial freedom. When you're not paying $500, $700, $1,000 per month toward a car payment, toward paying off a car loan, you're able to build wealth. You're able to take that money and invest it. You're able to invest in your future. So instead of that $700 car payment every month, maybe you're putting $700 into a Roth IRA for your future retirement. Maybe you're investing in different ways, but the point is that you're able to take that money and instead of paying toward a depreciating asset, you're able to purchase investments that are an asset that will build over time and pay you. Anything that gets us closer to financial freedom and waking up without an alarm clock or boss telling us what to do is always fantastic, and I'm a huge fan of it, which is why I personally love having a paid for car. So those are some of the reasons why you might want to pay off a car loan, and there's others as well. I hope this has motivated you to take action and pay off your car if it makes sense in your life. And if you are ready to do that, definitely check out this next video.